आईपीएस बनाऊंगा आईपीएस।
सबसे बड़ा काम हो क्या होता है? सबसे बड़ा पीएम होता है। सीएम
पीएम को भी आईपीएस के साथ ना खाला पूछ के बैठना पड़ता है।
नहीं ये तो अपने बेटा को डॉक्टर बना।
आईपीएस आईएएस।
अच्छा ये सिंपल है, ये सुनो कैसे चाहिए बना देती है?
Strange. The men should be here.
Stand here and watch. They deserve a proper burial. If you all gone daft, what if the Boltons see you cutting them down, eh?
What's all this?
Go, get back to your homes. It's nothing, my lord, just discussing how best to prepare for winter. Simple matters.
Where are the captain and his men?
They left to hunt wildens in the North Woods. Left in hurry too. Viewing about some scouts got ambushed there this morning.
Hells, we're late. Come on, the woods ain't far from here. You're the head man here. You keep your folk from doing anything stupid. We'll be back.
Get back here, Kneeler! I'm not done!
What did you
Watch your head!
Well, look here. A kneeler not afraid to stand their ground. I like that.
Aye. Then call off your men. We can settle this ourselves.
Ha! Terms for a bloody fight. It's sudden, but fine. I could use a bit of fun. I'll kill you myself.
Now!
मरेगा भाई, मर जाएगा, कब मरेगा? मार दिया यार।
Disappoint me now.
Oi, Esther! The crows are stirring. We need to move.
Picked a shit time, didn't they? Shame. I was enjoying this. You call us savages, but at least we make our killing quick. What's one more body on the pile, eh? Flame or no?
So, you're the tire bastard. Give my thanks. Good to know Renan's Rest at least stands with its warden. Old North's gone to shit of late. Regular folk harbouring bloody wildlings. As if the savages wouldn't slit their throats while they slept without a second thought. Winterfell's helped keep the wildlings north of the wall for 1,000 winters. Folk need to be reminded of that legacy. By any means.
Aye. Father bent the knee to Roose Bolton, Warden of the North.
Good. When I see Lord Bolton, I'll pass along your pledge. You go. Saddle up. We're regrouping at Last Hearth. There has to be a rat. Someone...
If your captain needs no further aid, I ride for Last Hearth. I have matters to discuss with Lady Umber. Please, stop by Griselda's Tavern. It's in the market square. We can speak more there.
Out of the way, Griselda. We won't ask again. Father would understand. Aye, it's true. And anyone who bends the knee to a Bolton is an enemy of ours.
Get behind me. You for the Boltons too, then, eh? You could die if you...
Master Snow. Thank you. If the Starks still held Winterfell, these fools would still be shoveling horse shit and trying to bed anything that moved. What's the North come to? Oh, God, Snow, no! Sorry, big brother. Oh, Lannister.
You know them?
Met him on the road to Last Hearth. That Halloran, the Bolton man. He demanded food for his men. They came up short, so he took the brother instead. Said it'd teach him a lesson. I'm done watching things like this happen. This is no way to live. Has Hugo returned to Last Hearth? I need to speak with him. Tell him to talk some sense into his captain. And if he refuses, well, then I'll just have to give him a piece of my mind instead.
Halloran owes me. I'll speak to him if I can in the meantime.
Aye. Good. That'd be a big help, Master.
From our own walls!
Give me back my husband, you stinking piece of shit!
That was a kindness. If you knew half of what those wildlings are up to, you'd thank us for every man up there. Now, piss off!
You've said it yourself. You've Halren's favor. So use it. Tell him to stop this mess.
It's not that easy, woman. The state of the North is beyond the likes of us to meddle in. You know, I can't talk about this anymore. Go home. Go bake your little pies and grovel for coppers. Live your little pathetic life.
What? What did you just...
I didn't mean... Griselda,
Fine. Seems I've been a fool then. Used to think the boy I used to know was still in there somewhere. But apparently not. I won't be bothering you again. Give my word.
Griselda, wait. Chris!
I'd say that went poorly.
She's always so bloody stubborn. I'm trying to keep her safe. She'd know that if she just... God damn it! Best go after her, shouldn't I?
Mr. Hother, young as ever.
I may be old, young master, but I could still give you a clip around the ear, I'll have you know.
I doubt it. Why are you out here?
Sifting through some new books I had delivered. A word of advice. You have two hands. You can hold a sword in one, but do put a book in the other, lest you end up like Aegon IV.
What would I do without you, Maester?
I shudder at the thought, young master.
Former ward, what are you doing this far from your home? I had no word you'd return to the north.
Father's health is failing. He called me home to claim the family name.
He deserves better than to die this way. And with your brothers killed at the Red Wedding. Dire circumstances indeed. I will tell the Maester to send a poultice to your father first thing in the morrow. It's the least I can do for an old, dear friend.
Last Hearth looks far worse for wear from when I was the Great John's ward.
Aye. The Boltons cut through my lands, flaunting banners and writs, saying the king's peace needs enforcing. They hold my husband as their prisoner. If I defy them, he dies, and they'll flay twice as many of our people.
Winter's close. When it comes, no flayed man will hold these lands.
You sound like John himself. He'd have thrown these men out our gates the first day. and joined us all by sunset. Would you be so eager, I wonder, were it your men?
My lady, the men of the Night's Watch need your aid.
They always need aid, child. What can I do for you?
I returned from Castle Black with grave news. An army of wildlings marches on the wall, driven from their homes by something much worse. The dead rise beyond the wall. I've seen it with my own eyes. Steel cannot kill them. We can only hope to slow them down. Please, you must send north anything you can spare. Men, weapons, anything to help the Watch deal with this army of the dead.
Well, that's truly a story, my dear friend. You will remember, House Umber marched south with King Rob's forces. We lost some 2,000 men in the campaign, and when the Red Wedding happened, Last Hearth is in no position to lose more men. But we have not forgotten the times your family and the Night's Watch have stood with us. House Umber will not shirk its duty to the realm. The Watch will have what little I can give. Grain, tools, some fresh blades and hauberks from the forgers. That will have to do.
Thank you, my lady. I would stay longer, but I must ride on. I must speak to Lord Bolton about presenting my father's writ of legitimization to the king.
It shan't hurt to ask him about support for the wall either. I'd sooner hang Roose Bolton than ask him for help, but he is the Warden of the North. He has a duty to protect it.
तो सही तो बोला बोला नहीं हुआ है अच्छा बताओ बकरा इसके 10 दिन पहले चांद तेरे दोस्तों को एडमिट में वो हाँ अबे देख ले आगे से मैटर हो जाएगा चलिए
Wonder if Hugo managed to find Griselda. Best check the tavern. Might pick up word on Lord Roose while I'm at it.
भाई अपने एक सीटी बजाने में अपना घोड़ा आता है।
rights, but a flayed man has none. This wench confessed before I was even half
कुछ
done
भी
playing
दिखा
her.
रहे भाई इन लोग ये
She's
गेम
been
में
talking to
भाई,
wildlings,
कुछ भी दिखा
sharing
रहे
our
बताओ।
movements.
18 प्लस कंटेंट है, 18 प्लस है
She didn't
भाई।
stop. She made points. She never.
She lied to you, boy. They all do when they're guilty.
You lied, you fucker! I did this! I killed her!
मत बैठो, काम करो।
We're soldiers. We follow orders. I've no use for nothing farmhands.
Let him go. He saved your life. You owe him his.
मुसाफिर
Hugo and his girl were often seen in Renan's Rest, I hear. For your help, I've decided to leave this fact out of my report to Lord Bolton.
पागल हो गया है, स्क्रीन ऑफ करना पड़ेगा मेरे को।
One of my men will escort you to Winterfell. Consider it my last reward for your
गेम
service.
है
Safe travels, bastard.
Sorry. Sorry.
समीर
I mean to leave now. The sooner we're away from here, the better. Folks say the land remembers. I say land don't remember a damn thing. People do. And the people, they're scared now. Fear don't always make a man run. Sometimes it makes him cruel, turn on his own neighbor. That's Winterfell down there. You've that look. Let me tell you, I've marched under Flint, Umber, Stark, and now Bolton. Makes no difference. Lords are lord. You don't have to love who sits on the throne, but you'll show respect. Bruce Bolton's your liege. Best you remember that.
his hands. The small folk are growing tired. Still, don't know if he'll listen. But I have to try.
That's all you got. You take me for a fool.
Is this all we have? Have mercy!
Your mercy's at the end of this blade. I'll cut off that lion tongue and sell your daughters to the nearest brothel.
Not today, outlaw.
Sounds like you're confused about how this goes. I'll show you. That's all you got. You take me how this goes. I'll show you.
here to speak to Lord Bolton. Business of the watch.
Lord Bolton ain't interested in a war. Piss off back where you came from.
It's for your own good. He don't take kindly to conmen. You know how many sons have come round here wanting to speak to Lord Bolton since we took over from the Starks?
You wouldn't be the first of it to get flayed and put up as a warning.
There's always another way in. Just need to find it.
You there, stranger! Aldous wants to speak to you at the tavern.
Aldous. He's the big guy over there.
So, what's a well-armed stranger doing in Winterfell?
Who's asking?
Aldous was a farmer till the Ironborn came. Now I'm here, and everyone's uncle, so they say. You come from Northways. No Ironborn that way, too far from the sea. Round here, diligence as good as any other job. When the Starks said brow sweat, they meant field toil, woodworking, and blacksmithing. Now, the Ironborn have left their iron price here.
I need an audience with Lord Bolton. There are important matters to discuss.
Well, then it's good you came to me. There's a gang that's been robbing some homesteaders blind, even taking their wives and kids. Lord Bolton don't got men to spare, but that's his taxpayers they're after. Take back some of their loot, and you'll have your audience by sundown.
Where are they?
There's this kid called Henley. Decent enough lad. Finds at this gang on the road and lost his horse. Could have lost his life too. Now he works as a stable hand to Lord Bolton. He'll tell you where to find him.
Don't think I've seen your face around here.
I'm here on business. Aldous said you know about some local gang.
The Dancing Fools. Seen their camp with my own eyes and live to tell.
Where is this camp of theirs?
I'll mark it on your map. Talk to me again if you need Winterfell too.
Thank you.
गेम ऑफ थ्रोन है ना, उसका गेम है।
तो उसमें भी टीम लेके खेल सकते है ना।
मियाला केरदा कैलियन, मतलब कैरेक्टर नेम है। अगर फॉलो करो भाई मेरे को। गेम ऑफ थ्रोन नहीं देखा आपने देखे। वो तो बर्फ वाली लड़की रहती है ना, जिसकी वो बर्फ में रहती है ना, जिसकी एक आँख में वो रहती है, बर्फ जैसी चुड़ैल रहती है ना, इसका दिखाते हैं।
Trust you have the Lord's cause. The Lord wants too much. Ain't nothing left of these villagers but dry goods. Hold on! What's that? They're across the bridge!
This is from old Kerwin's stead down the road. Right. Anything to keep that mad bastard happy a bit longer. I don't fancy being flayed.
What's that? Sounds like some noble prick's feast.
It's where Ramsay Bolton takes your skin off with a knife, Blackwit.
मैं सोचा था दीवार खाने के चले जाएंगे, लेकिन नहीं जा पाऊंगा।
Quite the camp. I've only got 2 hands. Let's start with the farmer's valuables.
जंगलात के एरिया में ही है। अभी सेना नहीं बनी ना। सब आ गए जी। बहुत कुछ जाके लड़ूंगा ना, हम तो 10-15 बंदे एक साथ लड़ेंगे। चलो कुछ हिस्सा तो कम हो गया। इन लोग से ना भाई छुप छुप के लड़ना पड़ेगा। इसको खत्म इसको हो गया फिर क्या करते हैं। तो इसको खोलेंगे। इसको वो स्लो खोलेगा ना। सिंगल करना।
Please, you're here to save us. Oh, there's a key on the desk there. Oh, they kept it closed when the nights grow cold.
क्या मुझे इसको छुड़ाने आना था, लेकिन चाबी किसी और को पास है। इसको तो छुड़ा लिया जाए।
Oh, gods be good. It ain't just us here. Please, find the others.
Aye. You hide and keep quiet.
चुपचाप से जाओ और चुपके जाओ, नहीं तो लोग नहीं जाएंगे।
Boy, where'd you get that sword?
इतने सारे लोग आ गए भाग जाएंगे। इसको बचा दो। मुझे काफी बच के जाना पड़ेगा। मुझे उस लोकेशन में जाना है। इसके बाद में जाना है।
These are the Lord's colours, in case you forgot. Bastard!
यार कितने बंदे यार पीछे निकल पीछे निकल
Kill it, rats ugly shit!
आग जलाओ
Go get the soldiers back here! Advance! Seven booger in hells!
How'd you get past the guards?
We take more than hands round here for thieving. Pay for that, you bastard! You'll pay for that, you bastard! Risking your neck for a bunch of shit-covered farmers? Think they'd do the same for you?
इसको उठाना था
Empty. Nothing but a few nothing. Must be keeping their spoils somewhere else.
इधर और बना दिया
There. That building's where I keep it.
Mostly coppers, but there's some gold in here. Enough for those families to last till the next harvest.
You think you can march into my camp, cut down my men, and take my hard-earned corn?
इसको कैसा उखाड़ रहे हो? तो ठीक है, लेकिन ऐसे चाहते आते तो नहीं है।
You think you can march into my camp, cut down my men, and take my hard-earned corn?
इतने लोग को मारने के बाद भी नहीं होता, फिर सब आ गए।
Cut down my men and take my hard-earned corn.
सारी इसकी मिल रही है। बहुत अच्छी है। एक बार में
You think you can march to my cut down my men and take my hardcore?
बाय बाय गाइस, सी यू, मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट एपिसोड में। गेम ऑफ थ्रोन के।